So who am I and what do I do? Well, my name is Fiona Meakin and I am an artist, and it wasn't very long ago that I actually couldn't really say that. I couldn't say it out loud. I couldn't really articulate what it was that I did or what I wanted to do without going red, feeling embarrassed, not being able to get out fully what it was that I actually do. I used to really struggle when people would say that infamous question at social gatherings and parties and mums groups where they would say, so what do you do then? I used to really struggle with that because I felt like I couldn't really define one thing that I did. I've always had varied interests. I'm passionate about theatre, about art, about music, and also I worked in the education sector for a long time, so a lot of my career started off as a drama facilitator for a theatre company. I did some acting. I then went on to be a teaching assistant with a view to teaching, but I felt so stuck and I felt like I couldn't be a teacher. Something was really holding me back, and that was a lot to do with my self-doubt, negative self-talk, and a lot to do with my self-esteem. And it wasn't until I started to do a lot of inner work and a lot of work on myself and my confidence that I had this amazing transformation where I was suddenly able to say that I was an artist. And it wasn't until I worked as a teaching assistant in my shadow calling. And if you've not heard of what a shadow calling is, it's where you're working in a job where the next level is nearly there, but you're in the shadows of it. So I wanted to be a teacher, but I didn't feel that I could do it. I did not have the confidence to do it. But having invested in myself and invested in coaching online and lots of online courses, I realised that I had a voice, and I had a voice that I wanted to use. So that's a real big, important why in what I do, and one of my values is that I have now found my voice, and I really want to help other people to find theirs. And when you find your voice, you can use it, and you can use it to do a lot of good in the world. So that's part of my why, is that I have this talent for drawing, and I realised that if I wasn't sharing it with the world, then I was doing an injustice to the world, because when we all shine our lights, we are helping other people to shine theirs too. And there's that saying that we rise by lifting others and leading by example, and that's what I endeavour to do. One of my main values is to show my children, my daughters, what is possible. Show them that if their door isn't open, then you can go and open it for yourself. And obviously there's a lot of barriers in the way for people, which is why I called my course Let Go and Sell Art, because I realised I needed to let go of a lot of things in order to step up into my true potential. It's not always the easiest route to go down, and there can be things in your way. But this is about working out what it is that is stopping you. So I'm going to be inviting you to do that in one of the videos today, and I really cannot wait to get started on that with you. So who do I help? I help primarily busy mums with a creative dream, and because that's been my experience. I've been a very, very busy mum, trying to juggle all the things that I think I should do. I'm filming this in 2020 in June, in the middle of lockdown, and it's made me realise that I've been locked down in a lot of ways. Lots of things were holding me back even before lockdown, which is why I'm even more dedicated to the work in letting go of things. But I've realised that this is the time for a lot of people to step up and to realise what it is that they need to change and the things that they need to do in order to make those differences, to be able to pursue that creative career. As a mum, as a busy creative person or a creative parent, or you may be a carer or a caregiver for somebody, you often find that you have to put your own thoughts and wishes, dreams on the back burner a little bit. Or it may be that you have a little bit of time to do it, but you're kind of dipping your toe in, and you can't really fully engage with what it is that you want to do unless you take a big leap and dive into it. But obviously that's not always easy. So what I'm a real advocate of is taking baby steps to do that. So I help busy mums or busy people who are caring for other individuals. I help them with their creative dreams. I help them to let go of what's holding them back and those things that are limiting you. And basically it's so that you can claim that title of an artist, because it's hard to say the words. So I want you to do that today. So first task is to declare what it is that you do. Who are you? Say who you are loudly and proudly and tell us that you are an artist. So I'm Fiona Meakin, I am an artist. If you want to say that you are a creative or an actor or a musician, whatever it is, if you feel that you want to define that, then please, I'm giving you the space now just to have that space to say and declare what it is out into the world, because this is a really powerful step in your transformation. Well done. And I really help other people in creative businesses to get that balance, to realise that they are putting their dreams on hold, they're putting on a shelf, and that, you know, you need to say, yes, I want to run a creative business flexibly around my children or the people that I'm caring for. So that's what I do. I work with caring, good-hearted artists who often, like myself, are introverted, and it's not always the easiest option to get out live to do videos. But do you know what? The key is to getting visible. The key is getting visible. If you can get visible, people can see you. When you shine your light, you can spread that joy out into the world. And when you are visible, people can find you. If you are a secret, you cannot be a success. So I'll leave you with that one, and I will see you in the next video. Lots of love.